Hey y'all, it's Kat. Welcome back to my channel. I do have a what's for dinner for you, but I stepped outside just for a second because, y'all, you can breathe out here. There's no humidity. Well, there's a little bit, but y'all, it feels so good out here. I can't believe how nice it is. But you know, as good as I know, that August heat is coming, and it's coming with a vengeance. But you stopped in to see what I was having for dinner. I got that. Welcome to my Southern Farming Kitchen. Okay, y'all, so tonight we had meatloaf with some cucumbers and onion, and we are splitting a baked potato. This is his, that's hers, and I'm going to show you right now how I pulled all this together. It's easy, I promise. Well, the meatloaf for tonight is actually fairly simple. All right, now I'm going to cut half of a onion because I'm going to actually put the other half in a cucumber salad. I'm baking one potato, which you probably saw. But baking one potato, putting half an onion in my meatloaf, and half an onion in my cucumbers. It's really easy. It's quick. The baking is the longest part. All right, I'm going to get started on these veggies.
I'm holding on, if almost gone. Someday I know I'll finally make it through the gates. Just have to wait. You whisper to me there's no maybe. There's only time for dreams even greater. I hear the call, and I close my eyes to see even clearer. I see it all. I know that we can go higher if we keep our faith, if we keep our faith. Sometimes I'm like a whisper in a riot, but I grow stronger, keep believing in me. Say you're believing in me. You're believing in me. Say you're believing in me. You're believing in me. Still holding tight through every fight, 'cause sometimes I can see through the echo of every day, always the same, until you take a step and let go. You told me that the shade's turning brighter, I don't know how.
All right, and I'm just getting in there with my hands. I know some of you can't do it. I know, and I still love you, but it's never really bothered me. So I'm getting in there with my hands. They are clean hands. I'm just going to mush it all together. Well, what I'm not spilling on the counter. So basically, I'm just following the directions that's on the meatloaf pack. I just added the bell pepper and the onion, and that's it. And you can add most anything you want to it. I know that there are some chefs on Food Network, I don't need to name her name, Ina Garden, that she cooks her onion and bell pepper first before she puts it in her meatloaf, and that's fine. She says it doesn't cook. I've never had a problem with it not cooking, so I'm not gonna dirty up a pan just to cook the vegetables when they've always cooked just fine for me. So you don't want to overwork it too much, but you do want to get it all incorporated together. And sometimes I think I've actually filmed it before, but sometimes I do cover it with bacon. I think I did my bacon. You know what? I'll have to go back and look. I can't remember if I did my bacon wrapped meatloaf or not. Okay. That's it. Whoop. Get in there, cow. Alright, now let me get my pan, make a loaf, we'll get it in the oven. Easy peasy supper. Alright, now I do have a loaf pan, like so. It's an oldie but a goodie. Been a lot of bread made in that thing, but I just felt like making my own little loaf, my own little football here. So just make sure that it's really snug together. And Melody doesn't care for, I'm wiping my hands off here, guys. Melody doesn't really care for ketchup on hers, but she's not home. So, I'm going to put a little bit on there. I'm not going to drench it, but I am going to put a little bit. That's it. Just a little bit. Makes it pretty, adds a little flavor. Okay. I'm going to get that in the oven, 350, 30 to 45 minutes. It's just not exact. It's 30 to 45 minutes. So let me get it in there and I'll show you how to make the cucumbers. Alright, so I'm going to make cucumber salad. It's just cucumbers and onions. Very popular here in the South. Just the two together. I am going to use salad dressing instead of plain vinegar. But a lot of times I do use plain vinegar, especially if I'm having any kind of seafood. Cucumbers with onion and vinegar with seafood. It's just, they're meant to be together. I'm not the best peeler in the world, but I get the job done. A lot of times I don't even peel it. Alright. Get these out of the way and chop this bad boy up. Okay, then just stir it together. I'm going to cover it, put it in the refrigerator, and chill it. So when everything else is done, it'll be good and cold. Full of flavor, y'all. That's it. Easy peasy. I wouldn't even call that a recipe. Just an idea. Alright, tonight's dinner is a recipe that I got from Mrs. Dickinson 1910, and you can actually find her link at the bottom. It is a cinnamon roll French toast bake, and it looks so good I had to make it, and she knows that I am making it tonight. So you need 2 tubes of cinnamon rolls, but y'all, I've already opened this. Sorry, I had a brain tube, but this is the strawberry cinnamon rolls. I'm going to go ahead and use this can to go ahead and use it up because I bought it a little while ago and I don't care for them. Actually, I don't care for this. The strawberry icing. I actually don't care for it at all, so I'm going to toss it. But I'm going to use the cinnamon rolls. So I'm going to mix these eggs up. There's just 4 eggs. Then I'm going to add just a little bit of extra cinnamon. I'm going to put, like I said, I'm going to put the link to her video and her recipe down below. I'm kind of just eyeballing it a little bit because that's just what I do. A little bit of vanilla, and I actually like vanilla, so I'm going to add just a wee bit more. And we'll mix it up. She puts nutmeg in hers, and I would if I had some. Cannot find it. I thought I had a little container, but I do not. So I'm going to get these all mixed up. Just like that. And I am going to add just a little bit of milk to it. It smells like Christmas, really. Truthfully, it smells like Christmas. Alright, so let me grab my milk and let me cut up these cinnamon rolls. Alright, so put a little bit of milk in here. Y'all know I eyeball everything. I probably shouldn't, but I do. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of extra sugar, just for a little added sweetness. Like I said, the recipe in full is down below, and the link to watch her make it properly Yeah, yeah. I eyeball everything. All right. Give that a whisk. Well, that looks really good. Smells like Christmas morning. Alright, we'll set that over to the side. Then I got my pan like so, my non-stick pan. Now, I'm going to cut up these cinnamon rolls to go in there. So I think I'm going to use this one and one more. We'll see what I got when I get done here.
This California weather, it's like 90 degrees. It's making me hot and he has the same effect on me. It's just something about the way that he's making me feel. My insides are out, I just wanna shout his name. My body's giving up on me, cause I don't know what to do with my fingertips. I wanna run up through his hair, but I'm trying not to stare. I get a little starstruck when I see him. I couldn't hate him even if I tried.
So let's pour this French toast batter on top. Make sure we get good coverage. There we go. I'm just going in with my hands here, y'all. Just is what it is. And then I did reserve the icing pack from the other cinnamon rolls, but not the strawberry. Ew, I did not care for that at all. Alright, so it is early morning, and this is for supper. So I'm going to cover this with tin foil. So with her video, she had made it for breakfast, so she did it the night before, so it's basically the same time frame. So what I'm going to do is cover it with foil, put it in the fridge, let it soak up all of that eggy goodness. And then we will have this for dinner tonight. So I'll see you back here in a couple hours, which will only seem like a second. Well, the only thing I can say is thank you, Mrs. Dickinson. Wow, that looks good. Who says breakfast has to be for breakfast? I did make a few links. And I got a little syrup. But I think it turned out great. Yep, because I had a corner piece. Sure did. Thanks, Mrs. Dickinson. So basically, pork cutlet is just a fancy word for a hammered pork chop. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hammer this pork chop. So I've got 4, I tickled myself. I got 4 boneless pork chops. So I'm going to put it between 2 pieces of saran wrap. I'm going to use this. Now, y'all, there are many like this, but this was my grandmother's. And there's just certain things that you know that you're proud to have. But anyway, I'm going to use the smaller side. Okay, it might get loud for a second. You know what? Why don't you guys listen to some music and I'll pound out all 4 of these. How about that? All right, here we go. Let me open this window so you can see a little better. Okay, so I got them all hammered out. And what I've done is I've just sprinkled them with a little bit of the Trader Joe's seasoning. And then I'm going to put just a little bit of the Badia Complete. I just like them really seasoned well. Alright, so I'm going to set these over to the side. Now, in my big platter here, I like using this one because it's a lot of room in it. I'm going to add a little more of the Badia Complete. Okay, a lot. I'm going to add a lot. And I'm just going to take my fingers, put it in there just like that. Alright, now behind me I've got my canola oil heating up in a cast iron skillet. I'm going to dredge these and fry them. And that's it. Nothing fancy, no buttermilk, no breadcrumbs, nothing. Just flour and a little bit of oil. So while the oil is heating up, I just wanted to say that I'm going to have these tonight. I know. I'm not well, I guess I'm making biscuits, but I really like these guys. So I will cut up my cheese for them. And we're just having some Cheddar Bay biscuits because I love them. I really do. They're really good biscuits. All right, I'm going to get these pork chops in right now.
Tell you everything I've seen, the friends I've made, and then you tell me how you've been. Look a little closer, it's been quite some time. You gotta let me know if I'm out of line. But there's some words that I just wanna hear you say, to put it all straight before.
Okay, y'all. So tonight we're having Mexican pizza, taco pizza. Just, you know, call it whatever you will. And I always use the Great Value pizza crust. And I use 2 of them because I have a very large pizza pan. So behind me I've got my oven heating up. And this has to sit in a warm spot for a few minutes or so. So I usually just set it on the back of the stove while the oven heats up. And then this actually calls for hot water, not like, you know, lukewarm water or something such as that. And then I'm going to show you how I do I do use some pizza sauce, but I also use some taco sauce in there. And that's usually pretty good. I've made the greatest mess in here. So let me get that hot water in there. Since I'm using 2 packs, it's 2 cups. And I'm going to stir that up. I'm going to set it on the back of my stove with a towel on top of it. And then I'll stretch it out and show you how I make this pizza. Be right back, y'all. The sauce is not hard. It's just not hard. Alright. So pizza sauce, just Great Value pizza sauce. I'm going to put the whole thing in there. And I'm going ahead here. And I'm putting it in one of my handy dandy containers, because I'm going to go ahead and put what I don't use in the fridge, because I got a plan to have another taco pizza next week, beginning of next week, so this will hold over. Alright, then I've got Great Value picante sauce. I'm going to put roughly a cup, okay? And then all I'm going to do is stir it up. It's that simple. I know. Was that really a recipe? Well, maybe, but it sure was simple. So I'll use this on my pizza tonight, put the lid on it, and then I'll use it again next week. So I've got 1 pound of ground beef cooked up, and I just added taco seasoning, just like if you were making tacos. So I didn't even bother to show you that. We all know how to make tacos. We know how to do that. as mamas and homemakers and everything in between, we make tacos quite often. Alright, so I got my big pan here. I'm going to stretch this dough out. Now, if you want to make an edge, you can. I usually don't. It's more rustic. But you certainly can. But just follow the package instructions for the dough. Just, that's all I do. I don't add anything else to this or anything like that. Alright. Now, I'm rinsing off my hands real quick. Okay, so I'm going to start with the sauce. Okay, so I added the olives to it. They are optional. You guys can add whatever you want to. Remember, when this comes out of the oven, now we're going to eat it just like it is. But when this comes out of the oven, you can actually put shredded lettuce on it, tomatoes, avocado. I mean, your heart's desire. It's only limited to your imagination. So whatever you would put on your tacos or your burritos, you can put it right here on this pizza. But this is how we're having it tonight. All right, I'm going to put it in the oven. 475 degrees for about 12 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. Yeah, about 12 minutes. Okay, y'all. So that's going to wrap up one more week of What's for Dinner. Is that not pretty? I love taco pizza. And a little Mexican corn. Alright, y'all, if you enjoyed this video today, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, y'all. God bless.